What's up, y'all? I'm Ryan. I'm an alcoholic. I'm in recovery. Been in recovery since April 14th of 2020. And tonight we are hosting a Friday night open AA meeting, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for joining us. A few announcements. We do have a baptism coming up here at our facility. That is November 2nd. So if anybody is interested in getting baptized, please come out and join us. Um, we do have what else we got going on? That's actually the only thing that we have going on here pretty soon. But other than that, just tune in and enjoy the show. Um, Everything, if you need anything done, give me a call. Let's see if we can, there we go. Give me a call at 325-304-3646, and we can get out. We can help you out with that. Um, Other than that, yeah, let's tune in and see what they all got going on out there. Thank you. Have a good day.
Reflection. Ignacio, come and make me hug, man. How does your daily reflections work? Can anybody tell me how the daily reflections work before we start? How does your daily reflections work, Gio?
They pick a part of the big book for each day of the year.
Month. For each month. Remember, your day.
Each day of the year, each day of the month.
Okay, so every day of this month will be geared toward step 10.
Oh, okay.
Every day of next month will be geared towards step 11. Every day of the week in next month, December, all your January, February, it's all 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. Right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Each month, you've been in AA for a long time, so it's good to know, guys, is that when you go into an AA meeting and they're going to be talking about the daily reflections, what's the month? January. It's that one. Right? Go in there prepared. Go in there and find your step 1. Where do you find step 1 in your big book?
58.
58? 58 is step 3. Right? That's how it works. 58 through 63. Step 3, 63 starts your 4th step. 64 starts your 4th step. 58. If you're on step 1 through 3, you should be doing 3rd step prayer. Who knows it? Anybody else? I don't want to read it. I want somebody who knows it by their heart. We should know this by our heart.
Is it the serenity prayer?
Nope. It's your 3rd step prayer. Read 58 through 63 every day and you'll figure it out.
I offer myself to thee.
Go ahead.
To do with me as thy will.
Okay?
I'm there, but I
We need to have the bondage of self that I may take away my difficulties, that I may better serve thy will.
Okay, good enough. God, I offer myself thee to build with me as thou wilt, relieve me of the bondage of self, that I might better do thy will, take away my difficulties, that victory over them may bear witness to those I would show of thy love, thy power, and thy way of life. May I do thy will always. Not mine. My will got me in this room. Sorry about it.
Not a problem. Okay, fellas.
Hands up.
Hands up, hands up. Okay. Welcome to the Hop House Community Meeting. My name is Warren. Sobriety date 2/26/25.
Warren.
Okay. Let's start with a moment of silence, followed by simple prayer. God, grant me serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Are there any newcomers?
Well, I'm new today.
Can y'all stand up? Y'all
My
don't
name is
mind?
Louis, and I'm back.
Yeah.
Louis.
I'm back. I left and now I'm back. But
Yeah.
I've only been here for a week.
Good job, Chastity.
Chance. Yeah, this is my first time here.
He's doing good. Welcome
Hey,
home.
welcome. My name is Giovanni. I just came coming back from a relapse, and it's amazing how much you can forget in 2 weeks of drinking and using. So just to remind you guys, that's never, it gets worse. It gets worse, never better.
Thank you, Gio.
Welcome back, Giovanni.
I'm Nova, Wood Squirrel, Palmer, and I'm back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Chris.
Chris.
Welcome back.
Okay. Any announcements? Sober? Is anyone opposed to vaping? If y'all vape, fellas, please blow y'all smoke in the air.
I don't want to smell you, breath.
Who you see here and what you hear here, let it stay here.
Here.
Please keep profanity to a minimum for our spiritual principles. The donation basket is going to be passed around to keep up with our Southern traditions. Contributions will cover rent, utilities, and coffee.
Thank you, bro. If you cannot put money in that basket, it's not a shock. But you can definitely pray for it as it goes around. Practice prayer.
Okay, do this first. Okay, so before we begin, we want to remind everyone that this meeting is being streamed live to honor the traditions of anonymity. The camera will only be focused on the podium. If you choose to share, you may stand at the podium on the camera or off to the side if you prefer to remain off camera. Please remember to use only first names when introducing yourself. By participating in this meeting, you acknowledge that while we do our best to protect anonymity, we cannot control who may be watching the live stream.
Amen.
If you are not comfortable with this, we completely understand. And we encourage you to share in a way that feels safe to you. Thank you for your understanding and for your respecting the traditions that keep our fellowship strong.
Thank you, bro.
And the AA preamble. Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of men and women who share their experience, strength, and hope with each other, that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not aligned with any sect, denomination, politics, organization, or institution. Does not wish to engage in any controversy. Neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. So I ask someone to read how it works.
Hi, everybody, I'm Scott.
Hey, Scott.
I'm a recovering alcoholic. Sobriety date, 10/16/25. Rarely have we seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our path. Those who do not recover are people who cannot or will not completely give themselves to this simple program. Usually men and women who are constitutionally incapable of being honest with themselves. There are such unfortunates. They are not at fault. They seem to have been born that way. They are naturally incapable of grasping and developing a manner of living which demands rigorous honesty. Their chances are less than average. There are those too who suffer from grave emotional and mental disorders, but many of them do recover if they have the capacity to be honest. Our stories disclose in a general way what we used to be like, what happened, and what we are like now. If you have decided you want what we have and are willing to go to any length to get it, then you are then you are ready to take certain steps. That some of these we bought. We thought we could find an easier, softer way, but we could not. With all the earnestness at our command, we beg of you to be fearless and thorough from the very start. Some of us had tried to hold on to our old ideas, and the result was nil until we let go absolutely. Remember that we deal with alcohol, cunning, baffling power. Without help, it is too much for us. But there is one who has all power, and that one is God. May you find him now. Half measures availed us nothing. We stood at the turning point. We asked his protection and care with complete abandon. Here are the steps we took, which are suggested as a program of recovery. 1, we admitted we were powerless over alcohol, that our lives had become unmanageable. 2, came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. 3, made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood. 4, made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. 5, admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. 6, we're entirely ready to have him remove these shortcomings, or defects of character. Humbly, we ask him to remove our shortcomings. 8, made a list of all persons we had harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. 9, made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. 10, continued to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. 11, sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood him, praying only for the knowledge of his will for us and the power to carry that out. 12, having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we try to carry this message to alcoholics and to practice these principles in all our affairs. Many of us exclaim, "What? An order? I can't go through with it." Do not be discouraged. No one among us has been able to maintain anything like perfect adherence to these principles. We are not saints. The point is that we're willing to go along spiritual lines. The principles we have set down are guides to progress. We claim spiritual progress rather than spiritual perfection. Our description of the alcoholic in chapter 2 of the agnostics, our personal adventures before and after make clear 3 pertinent ideas. A, that we were alcoholic, could not manage our own lives. B, that probably no human power could have relieved our alcoholism. And C, that God could and would if he resolved.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Study.
Ask someone to read the 12 traditions.
Hey y'all, Charles, I'm alcoholic.
Hey, Charles.
These are the 12 traditions of Alcoholics Anonymous. 1, our common welfare should come first, and personal recovery depends upon AA unity. 2, for our group purpose, there is one ultimate authority, a loving God, as he may express himself in our group conscience. Our leaders are the trusted servants, they do not govern. 3, the only requirement for AA membership is a desire to stop drinking. 4, each group should be autonomous except in matters affecting other groups or AA as a whole. 5, each group has but one primary purpose, to carry its message to the alcoholic who still suffers. 6, an AA group will never endorse, finance, or loan the AA name to any related facility or outside enterprise, lest problems of money, property, and prestige divert us from our primary purpose. 7, every AA group ought to be fully self-supporting, declining outside contributions. 8, Alcoholics Anonymous should remain forever non-professional, but our service centers may employ special workers. 9, AA as such ought never be organized, but we may create service boards or committees directly responsible to those they serve. 10, Alcoholics Anonymous has no opinion on outside issues, hence the AA name will never be drawn into public controversy. 11, our public relations policy is based on attraction rather than promotion. We need to always maintain personal anonymity at the level of press, radio, and films. 12, anonymity is the spiritual foundation of all our traditions, ever reminding us to place principles before personality.
Thank you, Charles.
So,
And now we're going to pick a topic. It's going to be step 10. Matt.
Like Matt, I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, man.
It's Friday, 9/16/2024.
Hey.
It is on this 84, the third paragraph. Step 10, continue to take personal inventory, and we were wrong. We promptly admitted it. This thought brings us to step 10, which suggests we continue to take personal inventory and continue to set any right any new mistakes as we go along. We rigorously commence this way of living as we clean up the past. We have entered the world of the Spirit. Our next function is to grow in understanding and effectiveness. This is not an overnight matter. It should continue for our lifetime. Continue to watch for selfishness, dishonesty, resentment, and fear. When these crop up, we ask God at once to remove them. We discuss them with someone immediately and make amends quickly if we have harmed anyone. Then we resolutely turn our thoughts to someone we can help. Love and tolerance of others is our code. And we have ceased fighting anything. And we have ceased fighting anything or anyone, even alcohol. For by this time, sanity will have returned. We will seldom be interested in liquor if tempted. We recoil from it from a high claim. We react sanely and normally, and we will find that this has happened automatically. We will see that our new attitude toward liquor has been given us without any thought or effort on our part. It just comes. That is the miracle of it. We are not fighting it, neither are we avoiding temptation. We feel as though we had been placed in a position of neutrality, safe and protected. We have not even sworn off. Instead, the problem has been removed. It does not exist for us. We are neither cocky nor are we afraid. That is our experience. That is how we react, so long as we keep in fit spiritual condition. This topic here, what really stood out for me was that when it says that this is not an overnight matter, that this is just not one thing that we can just do and think that we're totally cured. You know, it also states it should continue for a lifetime and continue to watch for selfishness, dishonesty, resentment, and fear. As for this, what this does for me is that I do a daily inventory every day. I try to think about my thinking errors and what makes me think of all the resentment and what I'm scared of and everything that goes along during my day. And this has been helping me a lot because when I do get home, I replay my day in my head. And if there's a situation that I can't fix for myself, that's when I get my higher power into it. You know, I ask him for guidance. I empty my cup every day. And I start a new cup each day. But step 10, for me, is when I do somebody wrong, I try to see my fault in it. And I do ask for forgiveness. Because when that resentment, man, gets in my head and it just starts playing over and over of every wrong thing that I've done in my life, all because I decided to pick up a can of beer. Alcohol has destroyed my life. It's destroyed everything I had. Took away my house, car, family, every single thing that I had, all because of alcohol. And when I thought that I was bigger than that, alcohol, God has put me in my place, and I'm glad He did. Because I could be forced somewhere else worse than where I am today. That's all I got. Thank you.
Hey, y'all want to play tag tonight?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's always fun.
I'm Chris. I'm an alcoholic. 11-19-12. I read what he read, and it's amazing because this morning I didn't make my commitment to CRTC. Sometimes my spiritual and physical health are at battle with each other. I want to, but my physical health says I don't need to. So I slept in at 7:30 today. Yeah. But then I drove 2.5 hours to get to a prison where I stayed for 5 hours, where I witnessed and got to go into the G4s and explain the power of recovery and the sanity that has returned back to my life. And I think about this when I say that I came back from there after 2.5 hours, bought some supplies for you guys, and then went to the ladies' meeting, and now I'm here in yours. I think about that when it says this. It says that vigorously we commenced this way of living as we cleaned up the past. We have entered the world of the Spirit. When I got here, the Spirit I was talking to wasn't the Spirit of God. I was talking to every other spirit but God. I was on 7 different meds. I was insane. My life was out of control, and I was 140 pounds. I was miserable in the spiritual life I was living then. See, I was still living a spiritual-filled life. It just wasn't the spirit-filled life with God. And God just being good, orderly direction in that time. I wasn't living by a spirit of good, orderly direction. I was living in a spirit of misery, chaos, shame, regret, remorse. That's how I lived. And so I look at this and I say, man, I come in here and I get 3 months clean, and I just ask this: who is past step 4 right now? Raise your hand if you're past step 4. Okay. If you're past step 7, raise your hand. Okay. If you're past step 10, raise your hand. Okay, awesome. 4 out of a room full of 30. Let's think about that for a minute, because this is what the book says. Everybody gets stalled on step 4. Step 2, step 1. Here's what the book says. I just want to read what the book says. We have ceased fighting anything or anyone, even our addiction. I don't have to put a label on it. For by this time, sanity will have returned. Wait a minute. Maybe the reason my sanity hasn't returned yet, or I haven't gotten it, is because I haven't gotten to step 10 yet. Because the book says that I'm not going to be very sane until I get past step 10. Because I'm not inventorying myself. I don't know what right from wrong is. I'm just reading the book. The book says that I've ceased fighting anything and everything, even our addiction. For by that time, sanity will have returned. If sanity's returned, why would I fight anything or anyone? That's even my addiction that I'm at war in my head with all the time. Am I, ain't I? Am I, ain't I? Am I, ain't I? Am I, ain't I? Insane. That's insane. Will I, won't I? Payday's coming. Can I, can I? You see, I'm at war with myself. That's insane. It says right here that by step 10, I'm inventorying myself every single moment, not day. It doesn't say at the end of my night. That's not what it says right here. It says that at this moment, as new mistakes arise, we recognize them as we go along. Not at the end of the day. That's the next step. You see, at step 10, I gain some sanity in my life. When I get some sanity in my life, I'm recoiling from anything. I'm in a position of neutrality. That's what it says right here. Every time something comes up, I'm at a position of neutrality. That means I don't need addiction anymore. It don't sound attractive to me anymore. I've lost enough because of it. I'm at a submissive point. I'm not fighting anymore, man. I know what happens every single time. Every single time I pick up, I go back on medication again. The further I get in my recovery and sanity starts to return, my medication starts to come down. I start not having to use the same amounts that I used to have before. I'm starting to become reliant and dependent on God, and the doctors are saying you're getting better, so they don't prescribe the same meds. For I know it, Christopher on 7 psych meds is now relieved from psych meds. Because of a doctor who said that I don't need them anymore. You see, a doctor relieved me from what was giving me relief. I was insane, man. My life was unmanageable. I realized that. I was on 7 psych meds. I get it. I was talking to them spirits. You know why? Because I empty out my cup when I get here. I empty it out. I say, Lord, I'm ready to empty my cup. Then Satan says this: now that that cup's empty, you need that car, that girl, that good job, that week away from here. This is what you need. And you see, I start taking what Satan's given me in my head, and I start filling that cup up with the same mess that I just got rid of. And I'm not doing a 10-step inventory because I'm not past step 3 yet. But I'm at a position of neutrality, meaning my cup's empty, but I keep filling it up with the same nonsense it was full of already. You see, the God of my understanding says, I'll only come when you invite me in. These meetings help us fill our cup. This fellowship helps us fill our cup. I want to read this. Here's what happens when I become stagnant. This happens to me all the time. Therefore, I get up and I make a difference. I go help somebody. I drive to prison. I go counsel the women, counsel the men, counsel the women. Don't put them on my lap, you know. Need a horsey ride. See, I don't got to do that no more. Not because I'm married, but because it's not the right thing to do, even if I wasn't married. The right thing to do is for me to obey and to be submissive to my disease. My disease says that I can do it all the time. But my God says if I do, I'm going to die. I listen to my God. It is easy to let up on the spiritual program of action and rest. I don't need a meeting tonight. On our laurels, our values, our standards. We're headed for trouble if we do. For addiction is a subtle foe. We're not cured of our addiction. What we really have is a daily reprieve contingent on the maintenance of our spiritual condition. Here's what I know. I can have the good job, the good car, the good girl, the good muscles. I can have all that. But if I don't have my spirituality, all that's going to go to waste. And if you stay here long enough, you'll watch a man go from 195 pounds cut up and built to 135 pounds, hoping for another breath of fresh air. And this will happen continuously, over and over and over, until we either end up into jails, institutions, or death. We cannot let up on our spiritual program of action, because without it, all those muscles, all those cars, all those good jobs mean absolutely nothing. I'm Chris, I'm an alcoholic, 11-19-12, I'm cashing out. Ignacio! Thank you, Chris. Hey, you guys save your thoughts for the end, and that way we can save time.
My name is Ignacio, I'm an alcoholic.
Ignacio!
Continue to take personal, man. I was gonna say that wasn't my favorite step, but it still is to this day. It's actually one of the hardest steps for me, man, because continue to take personal inventory when you're wrong, properly admit it, and that's kind of hard because you could be arguing with your wife in Walmart or wherever it is, and you actually got to stop, pause, and be like, look, like I'm wrong, or whatever the case is, and it takes a lot. That actually, for me, it takes a lot because, that step's difficult. But I haven't been here in a while, man. I'm just barely getting back to the meeting. I called Chris today, told him I needed a meeting, so I've been in and out of the program, going on 10 years, or longer. Chris was my first sponsor, man, and back in the Williams house. So, and yeah, man, this is not what I do, man. I don't get up here and talk about my feelings, and but within the 10 years, man, I've learned that it actually helps, being able to talk about and instead of embalming and everything and isolating yourself. So, but Chris, man, had to call me up. But yeah, man, I'm just grateful to be here. I'm honestly grateful to be here. I just got back from California. I don't know what the hell I was doing way over there, but I've been back for about 3 weeks. In the process of just trying to get everything, rolling, and for me to get it rolling is this right here, because I ain't nothing without direction, God, higher power, or
whatever with, just higher power. For me, it's God, but for anybody else in here, it's really important to have that. And go to your direction, man. Just start with that. That's all I can say. And from there, it just starts coming, stuff just starts falling into place and doing the next right thing moment to moment, and just being a part of consistently. Thanks for letting me share.
Thank you. Think about
Shoot, I don't know nobody.
what's your favorite? You done it all your life.
I'm Aaron. I got a crew name 05.
Hey, Aaron.
Hey,
And I believe that the step 10 is probably the at least top 3 most important steps, I believe, because for me, admitting when I was wrong was one of the hardest things. Cause my whole life I always been so independent. I don't think I got it. I think I know everything. I think I got this. And I really don't. I have to realize that I don't got it. I don't know everything, and I don't have to always be right. Nobody has to always be right, and nobody is always right. And it's okay to be wrong, and that's how you learn. And especially when you admit that you were wrong, you have more of a chance to grow in your maturity and in your wisdom, because you can't stay stagnant. If you stay stagnant, then you're just sitting there, and you eventually become mean, mad, and miserable. And then that's not good for anybody. And I believe that admitting you're wrong, it probably takes a lot of courage and maturity to actually be able to be like, yeah, I'm wrong, you're right, and be able to have somebody tell you why you're wrong, and then the right thing for them to do is then show you how to be correct, and how to what's the word for it? How to either if it's like a situation or even something that you're learning. Like, okay, let's say for like work or something. Say you do something wrong, and then you think you're doing the right thing, and then be able to admit that you are wrong, and then be shown the correct way. And if you're
No cross-talk, man.
and being able to okay, being able to then be shown the correct way and learn it's a sense of growth. Step 10 is a step where you grow a lot, and it shows how your level of maturity, your level of willingness to accept our faults. That's it.
Thank you, Aaron. Good luck.
Let's go with, I don't know your name.
Hi, my name is Chaston. My sobriety date's actually today.
Hey,
10,
Chaston.
24, 25.
Awesome.
Step 10, I've gotten there one time before. For me, faith without works is dead, and 10 is really a setup to action every single day, compared to the other steps where it's kind of, you're getting the feel of things. But 10 is just every day, every moment, staying with the active mind of what's right and what's wrong. And it sets you up for step 11 and 12. And then once you get to 12, you're working these spiritual principles every single day, every second, and then passing it on to the next person. So step 10 is huge. And I know that for me to relieve myself of insanity, I need to get back to that point and really be vigilant on how I act and what I bring to the table and what I put out into the universe, right? So I'm excited to get back to step 10. And so for anybody that's struggling, I have been there, and I'm always up for a good conversation to talk about how to be better. So
Thank you, Chaston.
Thanks.
Come on, Lewis.
You said it.
Come on, Lewis.
I thought so.
Here.
Making sure it's a real one. Not the one in my phone. Well, guys, my name is Louis.
Hey, Lewis.
I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm dashing myself in the streets. I don't remember what the topic is, but I will tell y'all this. That, self-preservation, man. You know, it starts within. Like, if you're not okay up here and here, man, you're never gonna be okay anywhere else. I just came back from being on the streets for 3 weeks, which I didn't have to do, but I chose to do it because of the addiction and the obsession of getting high. And man, I slept behind dumpsters. I slept on the table in okay, you know, starving myself. It's not okay, man. It's not okay whenever I thought it was okay until I see some of my friends, you know, some of my peers, how they looked at me, man. It's sad. Like, look at me, man. I was 185 when I left here. I'm like 150 right now. And that for me is a lot because I care about how I look and I care about, you know, building myself up. But just take this, man. Just don't go out by yourself, man. Don't isolate yourself, man. Whenever you feel like you need somebody, and sometimes it does seem like it is too much, but it doesn't matter. Pull somebody, man. Pull somebody to the side. Talk to somebody. You know, let it out. You know, yeah, I'm a very emotional creature, but it's okay. You know, I need to find my, well, I have found, but I just need to open up a little more. Open up, man, and trusting your brothers in sobriety, man, and lean on them as a crutch because they are a crutch. You know, they can tell you, hey, Lewis, you're tripping. Hey, Lewis, no, you're wrong here and you're wrong there. And I did have friends that told me all that. You know, all these guys, you know, all these guys that know me, but I didn't want to listen because of the obsession, man. And man, I was talking to demons. Like, people were passing by videotaping me, and I'm seeing this. They're videotaping me, laughing at me, you know, and I couldn't help it. I could have sworn somebody put a hex on me. I could have sworn the devil was right here, and it's not cool, man. I don't want to lose my mind. I heard about 2 of my friends already that lost their minds, and they're not coming back, bro. They're not coming back. You know, what I did do is I got down on my knees, man. I didn't care where I was at. I remember where I was at, but I got down and I started praying so hard, man, so hard, and I came to. And whenever I came to, there was a cop car passing by, and I was like, "Hey, man, please stop." You know, of course he could tell there's something wrong with me. They pulled over, man, and they were nice. They helped me out and everything, but you're not alone. You are not alone. Like, you have somebody here, and there is people here that care. There's some people that don't. Okay, who cares? Push them to the side. You know, if they're not really about the recovery, okay, that doesn't have to do anything with you. You being your recovery, man, and helping us, like talking to others, opening it up, and letting them know what it really is, what's really in your heart, you know. And I'm not that good at speaking yet, man. I just barely came back. It's been a long ride, you know. I've seen some of my brothers out there, man, bro. But man, I'm here if anybody ever needs to talk to me, you know, anybody needs to talk to me. I try to stay positive. I don't look it right now, but I'll come back, you know. I'm here, guys. Thank you.
My name is Giovanni. I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, Giovanni.
On page 62, and I'll just read a little bit. So our troubles, we think, are basically of our own making. They arise out of ourselves. And the alcoholic is an extreme example of self-will run riot, though he usually doesn't think so. Above everything else, we alcoholics must be rid of this selfishness. We must, or it kills us. Thank you.
Good deal. Albert.
My name's Albert. I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, Albert.
Clean day 10/20/2025.
Yeah.
What's up, Chris? Man, dude, I did it, man. I'm really depressed and I'm really mad at myself because I did the program for 9 months. I saved $7 grand. I bought me a car. I bought me my own little trailer. I thought I could do it on my own. I didn't need Chris Hopper. I didn't need God. I didn't need nobody. I just needed Albert. I was good, you know. I wasn't drinking or anything, doing no drugs or nothing. But my problem is Albert. It's not her, him, it's me. And I know that I have to clean myself up. If I can't clean myself up, y'all can't clean me up. God can clean me up. He's the only one who can clean me up. So I'm saying all this to say, man, that the program works, y'all. You know, you guys are just getting here and y'all already fed up, whatever, man. Hey, man, stick with it, bro. It works, man. And don't give up, man, because I gave up, man. After 9-10 months being clean and sober, I gave up, started drinking. And by the grace of God, I didn't go back to crack cocaine and heroin. I didn't go back to that. I said drinking, but that was my downfall. Chasing women, chasing that dream that I thought I wanted, you know. And I died twice. I got a scar. I know it's in my testimony. I'm not giving out my testimony, but I was in a car crash. I died in the ambulance twice. I had three strokes. I fractured 3 vertebrae in the back of my neck. The doctor said I would never ever walk again. I would never be the same. I would be like, you know, out of there, you know. But God said He has a plan for me. I don't know what this plan is, bro, but God's got a plan for me, and I'm gonna do everything I can. God gave me another chance. Chris gave me another chance, and I'm gonna do everything in my power this time, man, because I know I can do it. I've done it once before, you know, and I'm gonna stick with this, man. All I gotta say to you guys that are just getting here, and those that are leaving are here, and y'all feel like y'all are done with the program, y'all ready to move on, bro. Don't go nowhere, man. Even if you do move out, go somewhere else, man, keep coming back, man, because it works if you work, bro. That's all I got to say.
My name's Crispin, and
Hey, Crispin.
what's going on? It's kind of dead in here. Who's happy to be sober? Who's
Yeah.
So, you said reflection. So continue to take personal inventory. Hindsight being what it is and all, we start to think about throughout the day, you know, the things that we've done, whether they're wrong or right, and you start to dwell on these, something that you said or something that you did, and there's a reason you're doing that. It's called your moral compass. You know, you're wondering if you did something wrong or did something that you weren't supposed to, and you're not real sure about it. There's a reason you're supposed to dwell on these things. It's reflection. That's taking inventory. You know, the things that you did moment to moment, but it takes vigilance, and it's impossible for a human being to be vigilant 100% of the time. So whenever you feel that feeling like you did something wrong, or you know your mind starts going back to something you're embarrassed about, or you're angry with, or someone you're angry with, and you approach the situation wrong. You know, there's a reason your mind keeps going back to that. Don't ignore it. I got into the habit of ignoring that and just kept doing what I was doing. 3 years sober and I'm still a mess. I mean, my life gets out of control. I get ahead of myself, and I've noticed this about myself. And me and Leighton had talked about it when I was locked up with him over at the Keegan unit. We used to talk a lot about this stuff, help each other out a lot. But it's important to take personal inventory because it's a way to build yourself. It's a way. It's a way to break yourself down fundamentally. You know, you don't want to start doing the wrong thing. Your body and mind's telling you that you're trying to skip out on things that you're not supposed to. Struggling right here. Well, I'm trying to figure out how to word this because it's in my head, but you know, whenever you're speaking in front of everybody, you got all this. But you don't need to be nervous. I mean, we've all been through the same thing. Everybody in here. Everybody gets nervous when they come up here. It's no big deal. But me personally, I take a inventory of myself every day, moment to moment, and it takes practice to do that. I mean, you have to condition yourself to do it. So if you see me off by myself, and I like to be alone a lot of the time, but I like being around people too. I actually like speaking, but I've had a lot of stuff going through my head. It's starting to weigh on me. Everything I've done in my past, and I'm getting, moods like this. But today I was thinking about how hard it was getting, and didn't really want to get up here and talk. I was hoping nobody called on me because I just wanted to sit over there and think. I was going over my inventory, and then I started hearing all these other guys and their stories. And Chris having them all come back, welcome them back, not judging anybody, and it kind of picked me up. I started feeling relieved. And that's that personal inventory. You gotta know when you're fading back from everything. You gotta know whenever you're trying to stop from doing the right thing. You're going back to your old ways. These meetings do help. I was always standoffish about 12-step. Every time I seen somebody come up here, or in the other 12-step meetings, I'd always say, I felt sorry for them. This is stupid. This doesn't work. These people are pitiful. I felt I was a mess. And now being in these meetings and actually paying attention, it helps. It helps a lot. And just get up here, just let it all out, man. What was your name? I'm sorry. Lewis. Like Lewis did. We let it all out. Didn't care what anybody thought. And everybody's been through it, man. Everybody's been through something like that. Especially, that's why we're here. But love you guys, and I appreciate y'all bringing me out of the funk.
Thank you, Chris. If y'all don't pick nobody, I will.
Hey, y'all, I'm Charles, and I call.
Hey, Charles.
I haven't gotten to step 10, so I'm not going to act like I know anything, but you were talking about remorse. And so I was sitting there thinking while other people were talking about what I do know about myself. And I know that I did do daily reflections a lot in my addiction, but they were always hating myself every moment of every day. Depression, suicide attempts, rehab, jail. So, it wasn't a lot of positive reflection. But, the couple of times that I had tried to work the steps, and of course, the first time I go to rehab and I get sober for 30 days, first time I've been sober for 30 days since I was like 17 or 18. I come out, I think I'm a new man. I think I got it all figured out. I got all this class and stuff. And I'm reading through the book and I'm jumping around. I got a sponsor. I'm on like step 3, but I'm already reading into step 8 and 10. I'm calling people, making amends. I'm doing all this the wrong way. And, so I start doing this nightly inventory. And I think I'm doing the right thing. I think I know what I don't know. And, it took a couple more relapses to really, really get humbled to the point where I realized I just don't know it. But I'm clearly around a lot of people that do, and that's a really good thing. So I appreciate you all welcoming me here, and especially the guys that have been here a long time, the guys that are coming back, and Chris, I appreciate you all.
Good job. Ron. Yeah.
My name's Ron. Alcoholic addict. I want to use an analogy I used before when in the Howe building. So there's a person in a meeting and sitting next to the chairperson, and he's getting ready to get up and not do anymore. He's fed up and tired. He tells the chairperson next to him that no one's paying attention. No one. There's a lot of cross talking, and the chairperson looks back at him and tells him, "I want you to take this glass of water and walk around the room with it, and make sure not a single drop falls." He does that. He goes and walks around the room, and he comes back to the chairperson and says, "Okay, I did it. Not a drop fell." So chairperson says to him, "All right. When you did that, did you notice anyone talking, cross talking, or playing on their phones?" Like, "No, I was focused on not letting a single drop fall to the ground." That's exactly how you need to be about your recovery.
Amen.
I'm from out of Houston. This is my first time in San Angelo, and I'm trying to do right and focus on myself and focus on bettering my life. Trying to get back to being stable. That's it. Thank you.
What's up, y'all? I'm Ryan. I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, Ryan.
I've been in recovery since 8/14 of 2020. About 5.25 years. They will always materialize if we work for them. You know, I got a rhetorical question for all y'all. Who in here is comfortable right now? If you are, you're probably not learning very much. You know, it takes discomfort to be able to change. And if you're going to change, you're probably going to learn something. Something in your mind is going to change. If you sit there and you go through it, you know, in one of the things that pairs very well with the Alcoholics Anonymous book, it's called the Joe and Charlie Talks. Very old talks from about the 1980s. A couple of guys just kind of sat around and they just talked and talked and talked and talked and talked and chopped up every single word in these books. I suggest everybody dig into these because, man, those guys, they are geniuses when it comes to these books. They know every single word of these books. But one thing specifically they talk about is, man, I wish I could actually tell you. I believe it is actually in this chapter, I believe, Into Action. They talk about what it means to be sane. And the definition to be sane is to be whole. So if you are insane, you are constantly doing something, trying to fill a hole that is in your spirit. But if you let go of that and you let God start to do that, already being in there, and you work on that connection right there, which tells you how to do it through these 12 steps, especially whenever you get to step 10, working on it daily throughout the day. Okay, I could have worked on that. Man, that was good. Man, I need to work on that. And then at the end of the day, you go back and you got this big old bag of stuff, all these good jobs, all these, man, I need to work on this. And you do this daily spiritual, maintenance all throughout the day. And then at the end of the night, you kind of till the register, you are really, 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 really digging into yourself. And it is uncomfortable for a while. It is very uncomfortable for a while, but you get used to that discomfort and you start to grow from it. You start to learn from it. There is something so strong spiritually and so powerful spiritually to connect with yourself, to your higher power, to your fellowship, because we are all connected through this, through those 12 steps, through having a higher power that we try to reach to. Whatever we want to put as a label for a name on that higher power, that is not really what's important. As long as we connect to a higher power that we're trying to believe is benevolent and means good for us. That's all I got.
You're right.
I choose Alonzo. Oh, sorry. Okay. I choose Jacob.
My name is Jacob.
Your name is Jacob.
So personally for me, my step 10, 11, and my 12 are my main steps, and it's something that I say now after working them, after like reading them, after like completing my steps now, it seems like it comes more naturally. That's which is a good thing. So I go throughout my day, it's like, if I make a mistake or if I talk to somebody the wrong way or something like that, it's like I kind of realize what I did wrong in that certain situation. I can fix that, and I can learn that. Or if I can learn, I think, from my mistakes for the next time. And that's something that I practice every single day. And I know there's still some stuff I got to work on. That's why I got my sponsor to kind of help me out. If I'm working through all my issues that I have. Because there's some stuff I still don't understand about myself, or that's not like the way I act, or like I'm around like certain people. And just like I try not to get aggravated around them, and which is it's a character defect of mine. It's just because it's like they may be like annoying me, or it's like they say something wrong, or something like that, which I find it's like derogatory or disrespectful or something like that. And I try not to say anything just because I don't want to have a conflict. It's so, I'm sorry, it still bothers me like to my core for some reason. And that's something I'm working on. And as I'm working through these steps, that's something that I'm learning. It's like, okay, I have to be patient. I have to find out like why I'm feeling a certain type of way towards certain people or by certain situations. Or whatever. And I'm saying every single day I just gotta work on it. That's all I got.
Thank you, Jacob.
I'm Chris, I'm a recovered alcoholic addict.
Hey, Chris.
Clean day 123:25.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm truly grateful. Daily inventory, or nightly inventory. I try to do my inventory at night most of the time. Just go through a little checklist on, was I an a-hole to anybody to owe anybody an apology? Was I thinking about myself more than I was about helping somebody else? Most of the time it's about 50-50. You know what I mean? But what stuck out to me was giving in, not fighting people or fighting our addiction. I've noticed now that before, I've quit a couple times before, quit-ish, and I'd always have the thoughts, you know what I mean? Boy, you know, we're doing something, and you know, oh damn, a beer would be nice right now. But the longer that I've been in this program, I don't have those thoughts no more. I have fun doing whatever I'm doing, and they don't, oh, this would be better with beer. The thought doesn't even cross my mind no more. That's, you know, thanks to my higher power. And with that, good.
Thank you, brother.
Hi, everybody. Warren.
Hey, Warren.
Friday, date 2/26/25. About to close, but before we close, on step 10, that's a step that's important to me because it make me realize that I gotta watch what I say, how I react to people, and just when I feel some type of way, go to God and go to a friend or Brian or Matt or my sponsee. And that's step 10 helps me out a lot. And now I've been praying to God for something. And a person came to me the other day and asked me to do a certain project or certain task, put it like that. I felt some type of way about it, but what I prayed to God about, I'm getting it because I'm asking God for me to have more patience. Now He giving me more what I'm asking for, you know. And they got two people ready. They know what I'm talking about, and it's gonna help me out as to help some other people out. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity to take on this task. Now, that being said, ask somebody to read promises, then we go do survival chips, and we go in this meeting.
My name's Buddy, I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, Bud.
Sober date 9/5/25.
Awesome.
These are the promises. If we are painstakingly about this phase of our development, we will be amazed before we are halfway through. We are going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. We will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it. We will comprehend the word serenity and we will know peace. No matter, excuse me, no matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. Fear of people and of economic insecurity will leave us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us. We will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. Are these extravagant promises?
We think not.
They are being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. They will always materialize if we work.
Work. What in order?
And we got somebody go pass out the chips in there. If y'all accept a chip tonight, if y'all want to stay behind to take a picture, do so.
I'm Aaron. I got 3-day
Aaron.
And here at the Opera in AA around the world, we pass out chips to celebrate lengths of sobriety. Would anybody like the 24-hour chip, or did anybody go back out there, found out it sucks, and came back?
Yeah.
Well, I need to understand that if I continue to drink, it gets worse, never better. Thank you.
Thank you, Theo.
My name's Albert, and all I can say, man, it works if you work it, bro.
Amen.
Do it.
I'm gonna actually open up, man, and keep pushing, man.
Awesome.
What's your name? What you gonna do with it? My name's Nova, and I'm gonna keep this for once and do something different. Stop living in the freaking past, man. That's my problem. I'm actually learning how to move forward, and this reminds me. Love you, man.
Man, what are you gonna do?
Oh man. My name's Chasten.
Hey, Chasten.
I messed up again, but I'm here for another 24 hours. And let's get it right this time.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Somebody somewhere. Anybody have 30 days? 1 month? Somebody somewhere. Anybody have 2 months? 60 days. Somebody somewhere. Anybody have 3 months?
All right.
What's your name? What you gonna do?
My name's Caleb, my matter.
Hey, Caleb.
I'm gonna keep pushing.
Keep pushing, brother.
Anybody else? Somebody somewhere. Anybody have 4 months? 4 months. Somebody somewhere. Anybody have 5 months? 5 months. Going once, going twice. Somebody somewhere.
Oh.
Anybody have 6 months?
Oh.
Half a year. No funds. We don't do funds.
Nobody cares.
Anybody have 7 months? 7 months. Somebody somewhere. Anybody got 8 months? 8 months. Somebody somewhere. Anybody have 9 months? 9 months. Somebody somewhere. Anybody have 10 months? 10 months. Somebody somewhere.
Oh, okay.
All right, anybody have 11 months? 11 months. Somebody somewhere. If you have a year or more, it goes on the board and celebrated third Friday of every month. Anybody with like a 10-minute chip?
I want you to understand something about this chip. If you have lost your sight and you're still not clean, and you're struggling to try to find that moment or that time to get 24 hours, this is a 10-minute chip. This means that just for the last 10 minutes, you've experienced freedom in this room. And that if you come back or you haven't decided to follow this way of life yet, that's what this chip is for. It's for you to accept that for this 1 hour, this 10 minutes, you've experienced freedom that you haven't had all day. If you'd like to pick up one of these chips, don't be afraid to come up and get it.
Hey man, all I can say, man, this shit is real, man. It's real, man. That's all I can say.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all for having me, man.
Over this time, man. 20 days sober, but this 10-minute chip for some reason means a lot more to me because I actually made it that 10 minutes, man. This hour, what this man said meant more to me. That's 24-hour chip, man. Today I've actually felt so much better than I have in a long, long time, especially going to the gym with some fellows. But this meeting, I've felt discomfort, but comfort. So
awesome. Thank you, Jessica.
Going back to the 24-hour shift, did anybody else have a 24-hour shift? Anybody trying to give up something and gave it up for 24 hours?
Well, thank you for serving.
And if you're sober today, you're you and your higher power.
All right. This meeting was meant to last an hour. It's not going to last an hour. It has, and we can now close out the normal way.
Guys, I will not be ashamed if you just bump fists. It's getting the cold season, so we don't expect you to hold hands. Listen, this community is so small, it will spread like wildfire. So if you don't have to hold hands, you don't have to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm not going to because I want to work tomorrow. So, yes, I'll hug. Yeah. Hey, unless you want to kiss or something, I mean, oh, you're gonna lay that back in that bed, you know what I'm saying? That costs money, ain't free. Yeah. Louis, Nova, y'all stay behind. Y'all are my sponsees.
I told you, I want to be saved. I thought I was saved.
Save these.
I see my name on that board still. Father.
Our Father,
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Keep coming back and worship you work.
Hey guys, let me have your attention real quick. For those of you who seem like it's packed up in that house building, that's because it is. I bring people in that are usually from different areas. We have an abundance of old timers who have decided to come back by the grace of God, but that has put us at a little overfill point. So please do not be discouraged about the spacing that there is in the house, okay? I'll do my best to get you guys situated and put where you deserve to be. All right, so just be patient with me. Do not get aggressive with one another. If you need space, space out, because I do realize there's too many of y'all in that building, okay? But it's either save a life or let them die. So we're going to save a life, all right? Okay, guys, be patient with me. Thank you.
Luis, no tapes.
Big park our way.
So good.
Great.
Whoever is going to be making the runs with it, going to do it. And work really good together, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hoping there's somebody like, just someone that wants to work, you know what I'm saying? And when I'm at work, it's strictly business, you know what I'm saying? Have a good time still.
Get your men together. Christian.
Get ready. I ain't got no.
Hey, okay, so you'll notice you have a red light on.
You ready for it?
Oh, yeah.
They've got a piece of wire.
Ask Jacob.
Yeah, I know. He was telling me about today with the to run your ass over.
Will kill you, bro. You gotta be fast. You gotta be able to jump up on it. Hands go up by the time you get up on there. You're not able to get up on there. You can throw them. You can't get up on there fast enough.
I know y'all had to
Hit.
Clear that beast.
Boom! Go in there. When I go in there, I've been there.
When we get to work, I'm go promote them in a golf mode. Kind of, I can be an asshole. We gotta get this shit done. I'm the main hand back there, so they're gonna anything that goes on, they're coming to me. I'm getting shit done, and I want to take shit. Shit won't get done until I get done right. I hope you can learn fast. I work fast, really fast.
Okay.
God, just get ready. Today, I would walk 12.4 miles. And that's about it. Normally, I get to work. So, we're going to get your ass in shape. Be ready. No sagging on this one. God runs those down.